And good evening. Welcome to the Gary Brodsky Show. Once again, with your host, Gary Brodsky. Excuse my attire. Well, good evening, all of you. And wow, look at this. Never know, right? Technically, I'm on vacation, but I am here. Well, let me give you the news so far. I've had to pull down 6 of these shows from YouTube for inappropriate content, which I find amazing that I had to do that, but people have complained. Now that's what's interesting. All it takes today is one complainer about anything, and it's a good thing that I work for myself, otherwise I'd be out of my own job. And I've had a lot of people say, you should not voice your opinions publicly. That's kind of weird. Now, for those new viewers who are watching, there's no music because they complain I'm using copyrighted music for inappropriate material. But I'll tell you what's coming up. A little quick preview. I am my own advertiser. Well, I'll tell you in a few minutes. What the heck. Let me just get through my rant. It is just amazing. Some pop-up just hit my computer, so I just had to watch it for a second. But anyway, that any opinion you have today, people say keep it to yourself. And yeah, you are going to get in trouble having an opinion, a point of view, but think about this keep it to yourself stuff. Everybody's posting them on Facebook, which you all know where that leads to. But they think they're safe because they're behind a computer. I know a lot of people lost their jobs because they had an opinion. Very dangerous to have today. But a guy who doesn't stand for anything, has no beliefs, no conviction in anything, not going to get any women. Not going to get any women. A guy who's not alpha enough to take a risk, and I do take a risk every time I do these shows about my opinions. No, you have to. There has to be a part where you say, no, I don't want to be one of the dumbed down, massive, cardboard cutout, zombie copies of everybody else who says the same thing because A, it's politically correct, and B, because it's the right thing to say, whether you agree with it or not. And it's just really fucking annoying, okay? And I watch those guys who pop up, those dating experts, and I gotta say something, with all due respect. They don't know shit, okay? They don't know crap. In fact, they are more entertaining than anything else. Look at their pictures, look how they speak. Now, I know a lot of you are interested in the occult. I've been working on this research project, and I must tell you about it. There'll be a special webinar on it. See, you ever hear the word, I'll cast a spell? I'm going to throw a spell on somebody. Well, the word spell comes from the alphabet, spelling words. And there is a certain type of spelling that works. And I've been debating with myself for years on whether to do this or not. I spent about 2 or 3 months looking on YouTube, looking on the internet, anywhere you can think of, bookstores, old bookstores. They don't have it. And I was really surprised they didn't want to do something that was done again. And people actually don't even want to publish it because they are afraid of the effectiveness. So you'll be announced by email when that webinar is coming up. If you are not signed up, sign up now at GaryBrodsky.com to hear about that. Now let's talk about being alpha for a second. It's easy. I will be doing a show also on working out because most people don't have a clue. In fact, most people don't even want to look like men anymore. It's just ridiculous. Don't go by this outfit tonight. I had to throw this on real quick. I go, oh shit, it's 11 o'clock. One of those things. But alpha works, especially today. Look at your competition. Okay? I need not explain any further. And now, to see if there's any questions. And if you want to send me questions, GaryBrodsky123 at AOL.com. Matt, good evening. How are you? Good evening. Gary, thanks for doing the show. Is there any way to add power on the knock on wood ritual? When I do it, I usually knock 7 times. No, it works. Knocking harder doesn't make it work any better. But you have to knock. You can't. It's not tap on wood. It's knock on wood. So you have to really knock. Maybe that could be the whole thing. You know, it's funny. All these things, and anybody who tries them does have success with them. But that is the big thing. Even being alpha, picking up women, being bold. People don't try that anymore. When you walk up to a woman, you don't think she knows why you're walking up to her? Just listening to somebody's audio program, not mine, of course, somebody else's, and it just drives me crazy. The voice, it's that voice. And now I get so many women that call me up and go, I hear that voice. And I know one that does a great impersonation of it. I got to get her on one of the webinars. You know, even if it's just 10 minutes of the voice, it's great. But as soon as I pointed out the voice, I'm hearing from women. You know, this guy, he spoke to me in that voice. And that voice does not get women, okay? Just got to tell you that. And for those of you who have not heard it, you know, just Google any of these guys. I don't want to say their names. I have enough with the civil suits in my life. It's like this. Well, if you want to get women, follow this program. Look, if I spoke like you, it wouldn't matter what I said. It ain't going to work. It ain't going to work. You know, I was watching an old Star Trek. You know, the real Star Trek. The ones with James T. Kirk. And I noticed something. Nobody has that voice in Star Trek. No one in the old one, original series. Nor in any of the old black and white movies. If they did, they were actually doing it just to make themselves look like jerks. But today, your voice is so important, and there's a webinar coming up on voice. If you don't have an invitation, you can always go to GaryBrodsky.com webinars. It's not posted yet because, you know, between all the holidays, people go away. And a lot of people said I wait for them to come back, and I will. Technically, I'm not even here. But I get a lot of complaints. I'll tell you some of the complaints. I have them written down here because I can't show them on the computer. One, drinking soda on the show. Well, to you guys, okay? The other one, smoking. And the other one, now they can't call me misogynist anymore because women, basically more women watch the show than men. But they think that machoism, being a gentleman, politeness, chivalry is out of style. It's not. You know, dates used to be a big thing, and they still should be. You know, where you really prepare for your date, she prepares for you, and it's supposed to start as something really romantic. That's a word you don't hear too much, do you? That's gone. It's supposed to have some passion in there. That's gone. Supposed to have some life to your date. That's gone. Have you seen people on a date these days? Because I can imitate them really well. That's a date today. 2 people staring at their cell phones, wanting to have other people. That doesn't work, okay? Give me some free advice here. It does not work. There should be some degree of passion or life to a date. I still go on dates, and there's laughing, and there's joking around, there's throwing the little sugar things at each other and shut up, and cracking up, and having fun. People know how to date. Well, good thing for GaryBrodsky.com. How to Date Like a Prick. Not a great title. I know a lot of people now are offended by it. 3 years ago it was different. Did the audio change? No. They changed the way you think. I recommend that one. Everything is for sale, I guess, until the new year. So you have some time. For one reason. The real reason, okay, I'll be honest, the web guy's out of town. I can't take the sale off. So, let you know that right now. Now's your chance. Checking for mail. All right, GR in the house. We never know his name. Gary, you are the best, and so is your material. It's difficult to communicate this, but after being confident and perfect my mental attitude with women, I can seduce them just with my eyes and facial expression, using only words to seal the deal. Because using your material, that's right, I know I have them before I open my mouth. This is a good thing. I love this one. Gary, it really scares me that there is only one like you to man up males with such a broad spectrum of education. I guess that's just how God works. Wow, that's so nice. So thank you so much. Oh, really, I appreciate that. That was really incredible. And I didn't expect that, GR, wherever you are. Thank you. But I'm amazed as well because I have, like, of all of them, I am actually not the biggest. I am the smallest. Because the other guys play the safe zone. That's an easy game to play, and I'll tell you how it's played. You get a phone number. That's it. And a picture, possibly, with a girl you could post up on Facebook. Now, imagine that. And that's considered a success. I'm not about that. I'm about meeting a woman, falling in love, and like Mr. GR said, yeah, when you alpha up, when you have the right attitude, it's all there. It's all there on GaryBrodsky.com. All at like ridiculous prices because the web guy decided to take a vacation. I work a computer not that well. I'm amazed I'm on this show myself. But once you have the confidence, like Scotty, I don't agree with him on every point. Don't have to. That's what people are supposed to be about. But he has some of those beautiful women, actresses, models, and he'll dump them and get another one the next day. Why? Because when the attitude becomes internalized, it projects. He has bought every product and still co-hosts the show. And it really has helped me a lot with putting things together, all because his life changed, as so many people's have. He likes a lot of different women, and yes, he sends me pictures. I can't send them out to anybody else because I keep that private. I have a folder on him. Beautiful women. Some of them from television shows, from other things, and yeah, I got a scratch over here, so if it bothers you, turn the show off and send a complaint. I don't give a shit. And it's become where he doesn't even have to worry or think whether he's going to get a woman that night. All he's got to do is walk outside. First one he sees that he likes, he gets. Why? He listened. And let me check for some more questions here. I know the show sounds a little crazy. I got to talk a little faster than normal because I am not allowed to play music on my show. The YouTube team. There's a team. They decided no music. And the Facebook team isn't too happy with me either. Okay, 1 second. Okay. The Good Day Guy, that'll take care of that after the show. Okay. Why is it that when you try to teach a guy how to get women, he just runs and hides and giggles like a kid? Thanks, Jason, of course. I really wish I knew the answer, but it is absolutely true. I have found one guy in the gym that didn't run away because guys are afraid of women. You want to scare guys? Here's the new mafia for you to create. Tell the guy, hey, listen, we want a piece of your action, or she's going to take her clothes off. No, I'll pay. I can't handle a real naked woman. That's a joke for any of the law enforcement people watching this show. But guys are afraid of naked women. The proof is right here. Maxim outsells Playboy. Playboy has real nudes. Maxim has them in bathing suits. Guys are actually intimidated by real naked women. And that's why I started something called the Gary Brodsky Revolution, called No Shaves Down Below. Because if you really want to see a real woman should look like a woman, not like a little girl. And you'd be surprised how many people signed up for that. So if you want to sign up, Facebook, Gary Brodsky Revolution, No Shaves Down Below. I've got doctors on there, models, actresses, actors, scientists. They all know it's part of a New World Order agenda to ungender everybody. And it's being done in the water. It's being done in... And that's why I advocate working out, because working out burns that stuff through your system. Whether it's martial arts or free weights, there is nothing else that's going to do it. Lonnie. The answer is yes. Absolutely yes. It pulsates it. See, everybody has a vibrational field. And alpha is a vibrational field. Most guys don't have that. They look broken. And that's really sad. But if you have a vibrational field, anything you put on is going to project more. You know, it's funny, but, you know, if you look like shit, and we're not going by this outfit today, okay? Yeah, how's that? Better? No, it looks like shit. It's too tight. You got this kind of muscle. This happens. But if you put a Rolex on somebody, and they look like defeated, people are going to say, you know, that's a fake watch. You put a fake watch on somebody who looks successful, no matter how they're dressed, people go, wow, that's a really nice watch. That's the Rolex test, actually, is in my book, which I recommend reading. It's called Westport, The Story of a Gigolo, everything you really want to know about women, and you will not stand a chance after reading that book. At GaryBrodsky.com, ebooks. And I'm really happy a lot of people are buying ebooks now, because people didn't read a while ago. So I must be getting through somewhere. I had something else to say, and I remember what it is. That's kind of weird, huh? A lot of the power, success, all those things have moved to Wealth Plus Power, spelled PLUS.com, because otherwise there was too much overlap. So you might want to check out that site. It's really good. Yeah, it's got everything in there that you may have been missed. A lot of new stuff on there, double products, triple, also for sale till New Year's. That was their decision. Hey, Derek, how you doing? Wow, you got the biggest type in the world. I read one letter at a time. Man. Dear Gary, what crucial things did Napoleon Hill change out of Think and Grow Rich? Why wasn't it called Vibrate and Grow Rich? Because Andrew Carnegie, Henry Ford, and about 12 other industrialists said, if you put that out the right way, we're going to kill you. That's why he actually had to change it. And that is really hard to get. I have it in page format. It is so old that it is loose pages. Fortunately, they're numbered. But the whole thing is, and that's in the audio program, how to use incantations and invocations to get what you want, right there on GaryBrodsky.com. That was the part that was missing. So if anybody's interested, that's where to go to get it. And get it now while it's on sale. Otherwise, the vibration is, and I'll give you an example in a second. I always say that and I forgot what I was supposed to give an example about, so you guys keep track, okay? I'll give you an example, but you have another question here. And I think it applies to the same exact thing. But I'm going to smoke a cigarette first, if you guys don't mind, okay? But yeah, a lot of books on vibration, and there's a lot of YouTube stuff on vibration, and none of it works, because it works, like a lot of stuff that does work, they pull it down. I don't know how the team works, but they're pretty damn effective in pulling stuff that works down. I actually found 3 really good YouTube clips, and I was going to send them out as an email saying, hey, these clips will help, watch them. They're not mine, I don't care. I went the next day, put in my favorites to just copy the link, down, down, and down. And I should have, I don't know how to do any computer stuff, but they're gone. But everything has a vibration. Even the earth has a vibration. 8 hertz, okay? Does 1 hertz? No, 8 hertz. No, I'm just kidding. 8 hertz. Everything has a vibration. Space, empty space has a vibration. The best way to get people to feel they have no power is to get people to feel they have no power. That is a fact. Men are feeling powerless today. They're acting powerless. You think that's going to attract a woman? I have done comedy pickups. I'll tell you what a comedy pickup. Then we can get back to the vibration and not forget. Just a little shock value, just showing alpha. I don't do cardio, but women do. So I get up next and go, how's this fucking thing work? They look at me like, what? Oh, wow, this guy's alpha. And forget this, I'll just go lift some weights. Just by that virtue of a bold statement, shows I'm not afraid. How does this fucking thing work, huh? You know, throwing a little attitude behind it. See, that's very important. Attitude. Attitude is part of vibration. I'm going to get back to Derek because he's important. And so is the information. But I just want to make sure that is it a good thing to ask good alien? Now this guy knows his stuff. Aliens, good spirits into our minds. Like you want to be a good writer. Is it good to ask for the spirit entity of Mark Twain into your mind? Yes. Now that was part of Napoleon Hill's book, and I want to explain it to you. And by the way, Derek, thanks for the order. Popped up on here. You're not really calling on the dead. It is not a seance in Napoleon Hill stuff that you call upon, let's say, William Shakespeare. He's dead. He's gone. Probably in heaven. Doing editing. But when you call upon the spirit of William Shakespeare, you're calling upon the same energy that he used. And that's basically, you don't say, okay, William Shakespeare, welcome in. Energy of William Shakespeare, come on in. And all of a sudden you pick up that energy. You know those days where you feel like somebody else? Like there are days I felt like Robert De Niro, walking around like this. You talking to me? Just days you feel like somebody else because you're picking up the energy signal. The human being is the greatest transmitter and receiver of energy. But when you watch too much television, guess what? You're blowing your antenna and your transmitter and your receiver. Now somebody brought this up today, and I did some research on that. People who read books are far more successful than people who don't. That is a fact. Why? Because you're forced to use your imagination. And that creates, a dormant thing in most people today. You don't need an imagination today. They show you everything, tell you everything. All you got to do is sit there and watch TV. Now, watch people reading. They'll have their mouth closed. Watch people watching TV. They have their mouth open. Yeah, because TV has been used as a brainwashing tool, especially in the last 20 years. Everybody knows that. There are some good YouTube clips on there about television and brainwashing. And the people on there speaking are brainwashed. And you become pretty much what you watch, and more than that, you become what you listen to. You put them both together, you have television. Because all those images that flash by and things like that, that goes into your subconscious mind. So, get that incantation in a second for you, Derek. Good questions tonight. This is going to be funny. I don't know why. Can you use glass jar candles from Yankee Candles or from a black candle's dangerous? Yes. What would you write on a black candle? Okay, they're dangerous and they really are destructive. And you don't need to be initiated into any organization or anything to use them. You don't need a license or a permit yet. Believe me, I'll come up with that. Okay, I happen to have black candles, but I don't want to get up and walk around. When you use a black candle, and this is one of the best things to do, because the higher emotions, love, passion, joy, laughter, all, and you can check this out with Dr. Moto has figured this out. He's gotten even further into his work and look at some of the side panels. Other guys have proven this scientifically. All the really good emotions have high frequency. Talking about vibration. All the bad ones are low frequency. Fear is very low frequency. High frequency knocks that out. That's why if you've ever fallen in love or infatuation, which is even better, all of a sudden you have no problems. They're going to execute you Thursday. It's okay, it's only Tuesday. You start not to worry so much because what's happening is the good vibration is knocking out the bad. And so let me just address Derek for a second. Here's how you vibrate to get anything. No, that was a joke, okay? Got to light a cigarette for this one. This is the missing element. And there's a lot more. And there's double, which is on another audio at wealthpluspower.com. Okay, you know a lot of secrets here, but I don't care. What the heck, it's going to be New Year's. And I got a lot more stuff coming up. Okay, vibration. I am going to make a lot of money. That's not vibration. That's self-talk. You can say it all day. I'm going to make a lot of money. Yeah, right. When you're this, oh yeah, oh, I'm going to make some big money. Nothing's going to stop me. I don't care how. You get the vibration out. You start to feel it. When you feel it here, and you feel it in your stomach, forget up here. This doesn't work too good on most people. Money comes to you. I'm going to get women. Yeah, I am. Whoa. Yeah, the more energy you put into it, the more vibration you're putting out to it. And the best example is the rock stars. I've seen them in concert. They look half dead. They get the energy from the audience and they give it right back. And people, wow, great concert. Yeah, and that's why they always go, hey, thanks. I thank the audience. Because you're drawing vibration from everything. That's why negative people in life can be the most destructive force. There's always somebody in somebody's life. I have a pen. Oh, it probably doesn't work. You know, or I had one friend that used to get beaten up a lot. He used to do this to people. Thought it was funny. Actually, it is funny when he's doing it to somebody else. But in reality, it's destructive. Somebody go, I just came from the diner. He did not. He would do that to everybody. No matter what you did, even if he was with you, he'd go, we did not. And he used to get his ass kicked on a regular basis, but it didn't bother him, so it was okay. Now, if you get it, you can't kick anybody's ass. This is the average guy tell you, are you threatening me? It's disgusting. So that's a little bit about vibrations. But black candles, let me get to that. Black candles, if you want to get a high vibration, you write on it, destroy illness, destroy poverty, destroy worry. And you light it. So now you're taking negative and positive energy, both. That works. Now, if you want to get a particular person, you get a stick candle. Cut the head off. Turn it upside down. Just write their name on it, and the rest will take care of itself. Am I missing any questions here? Of course, those candles that come in the glass, you can't really turn them upside down, but they'll still work because there's a lot of energy coming out of them. It'll still work because there's a lot of energy coming out of them. I'm talking about a cigarette in my mouth, you idiot. Okay. Hey, Gary, I've been writing in white paper and blue pen in the present tense. How am I being awarded the business contract? I am being awarded the business contract since the 25th and intend to continue. So I'll write the statement 7 times a day. Thanks. This stuff works. We don't joke around here. But we're talking about being alpha today. What is being alpha? It's not being part of the crowd, because the alpha is the leader of the crowd, and most people today are terrified of being a leader. It does come with responsibility. Being a follower comes with pain. And I'm not talking about following somebody you like. I'm talking about following along to get along, to say things you don't agree with, to go over to a girl and pretend you're not trying to pick her up. That's the biggest turnoff in the world. And, you know, I've seen women complaining that, you know, guys only like me for my body. You know what I have to say to them? Right. Because these are girls that are in the gym 2 hours a day, hair salon, tanning, looking in the mirror most of the rest of the day, and they say somebody likes them for their body. They are so happy. You know, everybody on the planet, Madonna, all this, they want to be sex symbols. So don't believe a lot of what you hear. And back to the question board. This thing has to update. Nice picture, by the way. Thank you. Yeah, not the same without the music. I know that. It'll still play on Ustream, so if you want to see some of the old shows. But I can't have music. Now, it's funny. Any song you've ever heard of, you can go on YouTube and find. That's okay. But if there's any statement about men being men today, gone. They don't want men to be men. Real men fight back. Real men say, wait a second. That's bullshit. I don't believe that crap. Real men, critical thinking. See, I'm hearing this on the news, but this can't be true. By the way, if you like fiction, the mainstream news, best fiction writers around. Good question here. Does the Illuminati fear us? Yes. Otherwise, they wouldn't be doing all the surveillance, and they wouldn't be doing all the stuff they are rushing now. They are actually on the verge of losing. That doesn't mean they're going to try to take as many people with them as possible, but they are finally on the verge of losing. That's why I make a lot of the stuff on the occult. People go, hey, the occult is wrong. No, if those are the weapons they're using, you want to use them back. It's like a punch to me is wrong. But I studied martial arts because I don't feel like getting punched. So the same tools, occultforce.com, that they use are available. They use the occult, use it back. They use the internet, use it back. They use television, use it back by not watching it. Wow, I didn't even realize the date. Hey, Happy New Year. When it comes out. New Year. I don't know why New Year is an excuse to getting drunk and vomiting all over yourself, but I guess that's the way it is. Who cares? People, people's party lists are getting smaller and smaller and smaller. Do you know why? Because people become pettier and pettier and pettier. And here's a great alpha tip. $5. No. Yeah, well, I thought, as I said, the $5. I was in Long Island, and then I saw this guy say $5. This off tangent, of course, off topic. You got $5. And all day I kept going around going, $5. I was on a plane. I was going to the person next to me, $5. So see, what you hear does become part of you. So here's a tip on being alpha. $5. Sit alpha. Talk alpha. Stand alpha. Make this a pact. You will not retreat. It's a hard pact I've made with myself. You know, and this is true. When you are attacked by aggression, aggression flees from aggression. And, that's why, a lot of tips here. If somebody starts you in the street and you step forward, they're going to back down. You take one step back, they're going to come after you. It's a predatory world. I wish it wasn't. I really do. But it is. And you have to know how they think. This whole thing about rights. Until the Constitution covered, everybody has the same rights. But now, if you believe in the Constitution, you're politically incorrect. Believe in God? Oh, they want to get me some help. People have sent me letters. You believe in God, therefore you need help. But I have proof that God exists. I'm going to give it to you right now. Waiting for this thing to update. Let's go some. Give it a second, and I will prove to you God exists. Okay, we'll get back to this. Here's the proof. You ready? Everybody gather around. Anytime, for any reason, somebody gets a bill in the mail, and they don't like it, say, oh my God, look at this. Somebody gets something good, big check in the mail. Whoa, Jesus Christ, check out this. Somebody gets a great job, and they go, wow, holy shit, even shit is holy. I got a great job. Can you believe it? And these are atheists that say this. I love to debate atheists because they go, my God, how could you believe that? Because without thinking, they say God or deity. And women in throes of passion never go, oh, yeah, science. Oh, apes. Oh, evolution. Always, oh, God, oh, Lord. Because that's the first instinct, is to go to God. And then it's the last instinct when you get into trouble. All that time in between, lost. But there's your proof of God. Argue with an atheist and say something really extreme, and they go, oh my God, you really believe that? Gotcha. Why do you go to God? Why? Because it's part of you. Just how to make that point. Okay, if God exists, why do so many bad things happen? Well, God did lay down a bunch of rules called the Bible, and free will, it's rough. But he gave people free will. And what do people do? This is interesting. They figure out ways to destroy each other. And then the other people figure out ways to help each other. The whole system has been set up by what we call the Illuminati, which I see a lot of people know about. They run the world simply because of their DNA. Because, and this goes back, if you, any of them, all of them, go back to ancient Samaria. The same DNA is running the world. Anybody know what the red carpet means? Quiz question I'll answer in a few minutes if nobody knows. And if you know, please let me know. Gary Brodsky 123 AOL.com. I'm going to have an occult webinar on spells because it all comes from spelling. There is a sacred way to write that I just assumed everybody knew. But I knew it was a really guarded secret. So I am going to have an occult webinar coming up probably right after the holidays. Because New Year's, nobody knows in town. Everybody's going somewhere, doing something, which is good. People having fun. At least they're stepping outside. Cigarette time. Join me. You're never too old to start. I was actually going to put on a different jacket for this, but hey, this is what you got. Anyway, back to alpha tips. Bold statements work. No need for lies or deception. You think a girl's hot? You tell her. I think you're hot. But don't use the word think. See, so once again, just catch me. You're hot. Now, that's a big tip for tonight. If you use the word think, let's think about this, shows you haven't made a decision. These are real alpha tips. This is the stuff that U.S. intelligence uses and the top rung of the Fortune 500 companies use. Never use the word think. So let's say you see a girl and go, wow, I think you look great today. You just put the word think in there, which means I have made up my mind. I think it's subliminally picked up as, here's a guy who can't make a decision. You look great today. You've made a decision and you've taken control. That's just one tip. You want it all? GaryBrodsky.com. That's right. Get your asses over there. Oh, I'm holding the phone upside down. It's updating. So I can play some music now, but I'm not allowed to. But I guarantee next year, which is only a few days away, I will do a perfect Bob Dylan imitation. They'll probably pull it down for that. But yeah, I can imitate Dylan. He's not the hardest. Stole one of his girlfriends once. He wasn't so peace-loving about that one. But we became friends. Arguing with him was great. I got pissed. It's like, well, he did this and that. Let me ask you a question. How many roads, but, yeah. I just love doing that shit. It's called having fun. That's I think you need a license for that soon, too. But, women. Let's think about that for a second. What do women really like? Now, women like fun. They like excitement. If you're not fun and you're not exciting, and you're going to be the same old as the next guy and the next guy and the next guy, you're not getting any women. No, no, sir. Sorry. You've got to be exciting. You've got to have that mystery. You can't, I'm not talking about mystery method. No. I deserve that. Because without that mystery element, you're not alpha. I'm taking this jacket off. So yeah, you take me, say, tonight I'm doing a show in my underwear. And I will be doing a webinar on working out because no one knows how. I do. Proof? Okay. There's the proof. It's as big as my head. Seriously. And I don't work out hard. In fact, people in the gym go, do you even work out? Yeah. How? Very few times. It's funny. Guys with arms like this will come up to me and try to tell me how to work out. I don't understand that. Because everything's about endurance and cardio and all that other bullshit. Brainwash. My screen just went black because of the screensaver, so I'm going to move the mouse. I'm back. All right. Let's check some questions. Okay, no questions. Something's going wrong here. Yeah, I feel much better in my underwear. Yeah, working out, no one knows how to do it. I've watched every Ustream clip you can watch, and it's all crap. Some of those guys, maybe by genetics, but if you want fast, quick, real muscles, they are so off base. I've tried some of their workouts. You go backwards. Anyway, I think a guy should look like a guy. I mean, women work on their bodies. Women work on their schemes, their plans, on how to get a guy. And then you look at the guys out there. Women, look for an alpha guy because otherwise you're wasting your time. And that's what all women want. Scott and I interviewed a whole bunch. Yeah, they all want a guy who's alpha. Alpha guy is not abusive. Insecurity is abusive. That's what turns a guy abusive. Insecurity. Alpha guy is never jealous. Jealousy is a belief in lack and will destroy you. And the big thing I had before, which I just remembered. Oh, there's a gentleman here. See? Gary, thank you for your show. I've got to run. God bless you. And have a happy new year from Jason. And that is not only for me, but for all of you as well. Unless those of you watching this on YouTube and it's past New Year, well, start now. What is the biggest destroyer of relationships today? Anybody? I'll tell you. I'm not going to, because I forget the questions I ask. Pettiness. Yeah. Little things. If you start arguing about little things, guess what? The sexuality is over. Gone. Can't argue about little things. Can't discuss small things. And I've seen guys doing this. Well, why were you there? Why were you there? Women do not like being interrogated. Neither do men. And, you know, when it hits a petty interrogation level, like, you know, why'd you leave your pack of cigarettes out? Even if you're not smoking, you know. Still, the whole concept of being petty about small nonsense that means absolutely nothing in reality will make you look so beta. It's ridiculous. One thing you'll notice on my audios is I seldom if ever talk about myself. That's not important. What the other guys do on their audios, they give you about 5 hours about, oh, I used to be this, I used to be that, until I found the secret. Really? Now, just example. There is no secret. Being alpha is the secret. But with today's media and the way they brainwash people today, yeah, people have forgotten that alpha is. You know, there was a time everybody had girls. Why? Because America was an alpha country. You know, the teenagers all, you know, trying to out-tough each other. There was no assault, just the crazy shit that goes on today. They just want to look tough. Hey, just look tough on the Now they're wearing shirts that looks like kids' pajamas with a hat that matches. You know, there are certain looks, like sneakers and jeans. You know what people think? Father. We're going to talk about looks on some of the webinars. I know you may be asking yourself, why do you do them here? Because they'll pull it down. Because any valid information that's past the point of being just on the surface gets letters. Oh, this is a good question here. Derek is at it again. Would you recommend always hitting on women even if you have a really good girlfriend? Yes. I saw a cute girl at Walgreens, but I didn't go up to her because I felt guilty like I was betraying my girlfriend. What would you do? You're not betraying anybody. It's okay to be exclusive. I don't know, like a robbery or something. Well, it's just a horse. But it's fine. I mean, I think that's great if that's your attitude. You have a girlfriend, you don't want to cheat. That's good. But you should always stay in the game because you're only going to appear more alpha. Women want the same type of guy that other women want. So it's okay to flirt and fool around. Doesn't mean you have to take her out. Doesn't mean you have to date her. But just keep being in the game. I used to have an exclusive writing contract with a company. And I didn't write for anybody else, but I'd write stuff for myself just to keep that writing thing going. So it's a good thing that you have, your own moral convictions. Everybody's different. But, hitting on a girl, just for practice, it's good. Because that girl ever dumps you, you don't want to be out there, without, a skill set. I got to turn this thing off. Okay. See, I'm kind of like what you call a crazy person. Not in a bad way. Right now, I'm going to tell you, I have severe shoulder pain. Just letting you know that. I am waiting until it gets to a point of torture. And then I will use incantations or occult and I'll get rid of it. I have to test this out. It's an obsession of mine. This is what my videos look like that are muted out. Smoke in the eye, of course. Hey, see? Those are what muted out videos look like. I watch them. They're very easy on the mind. But where was I? I have no idea. I asked the question before. I forgot what the question was. So if anybody has any guess answers or reminds you of the question, I'll be happy to answer it. Yep, all real. Remember that picture? You got another one. If you work out right, and I want to know from anybody out there, there's a lot of you out there. Anybody want to come to the real how to work out video, which will become audio? No, webinar. That's like you beat myself up, And I'll tell you why. It's going to be in the letter too. I know about working out. Not because I discovered any secrets. My father was, and if you look this up, an executive. He was actually the vice president of Marvel Comics. He died leaving nothing. So if anybody thinks I inherited anything, I did not. But just had to mention that. So I have some people out here that are comic fans that know the story. And, just mention that. But if you remember Marvel Comics, and he handled the advertising, Arnold Schwarzenegger and Dave Draper were in every ad trying to make bodybuilding an industry. An industry. That's why you have all those machines today. It became an industry. But they told me how to work out, okay, because I met them. I said, here's what you really do, but we're trying to create an industry. So I didn't discover any secrets. I just learned from the best. I still have my original notes, and it's like, I could not believe how fast. I was a skinny guy. You'll probably find pictures up there where they're making fun of me, how skinny I am. In a month, I wasn't a skinny guy anymore. 1 month, 30 days, following their advice. But that's advice that they can't have out there, and I understand why, because they built a tremendous industry. 10,000 pieces of equipment. They didn't do it with 10,000 pieces of equipment. There was no cardio. All they had was free weights. But they were retained by Joe Weider, which worked out very well, to build an industry. And it worked. So I'm all for capitalism and free market. But for those of you who do not want to waste endless money, and really all you need is a floor. Okay, no questions. Shall I end the show early? So no questions, no show. No tea, no washing. Oh, it goes another complaint. You know, I can't make jokes about a lot of things here. And I got some good jokes. But they're all jokes by themselves are offensive. And if everybody wants to be treated equal, they should be able to make jokes about everybody. Is that not correct? To all of you, the thing is updating. I am not a fan of these. But it has become a necessary tool today. I'm waiting to hear from Bo Johnson. He said he might be popping in. But he's got another guy. Too many girlfriends. It's his problem. He needs help with this problem. I'm not helping with that problem. So the guy told me, I have too much money. Write me a check. No. I can't help you. I tried that once. I was in a business meeting. My father brought me there as a kid, so don't say a word. And this guy who made a lot of money said, the reason people don't have money is they don't ask for it. I said, the guy, can I have $35? He said, sure. I was a kid. You know how much $35 was? It works. If you don't ask, if you don't tell, if you don't command, if you don't demand, you're not going to get anything. I have a new definition of wealth. It's sort of a funny definition. But it's like to speak to a live operator, that's an extra $7. If you got the money, pay the extra $7. It's a lot of fun. And they have to go over it again. You really spending $7 to talk to me? It's like $3.50 an hour, $3.50 a minute to jerk off some girl on tape. Worth the price. Fuck with people a little bit. Push the envelope. Guys are afraid to do that. One guy, not all geniuses watch the show. He said, I've been pushing the envelope. It hasn't been working. So what are you saying? I was saying, no, I just pushed an envelope across my desk. Isn't it supposed to do something? So we have to talk. Okay, 10 million questions. Yeah, that's good. Derek is back. Do you burn candles while you sleep? Yes, I do. It's good to burn white candles to keep demons away. If you're a weak person, demons will get to you. If you're not, you're not. And you are not. Demons are not going to get to you. Why? Demons favor the weak. Look at the people in power today. They're not alpha. Demonic energy comes from, well, I can't go into a whole speech on that right now. First of all, asking for it. Demons don't possess those who don't ask. You can get possessed by a demon by accident. Only one way I know by accident. Playing with a Ouija board. But if you have a good spirit, which you do, demons you don't have to worry about. Demons have to be commanded and invoked to possess you. Ask anybody in rock and roll who sold their soul to the devil. And they admit they sold it. It didn't happen by accident. Okay, hey Gary, I bought some Tonkat LE 2200 over 1 concentrate. How should I wait to see rapid results as an alpha in muscle growth? A week or 2 weeks? That's a good concentrate. Immediately, if you're working out. I also take Tonkat LE. 5 days on, 2 days off. Otherwise, you're going to have a lot of problems. Just mention that. MK44, okay? Everything has a vibration. MK44 is, I believe it's on wealthpluspower.com. That's why every scent has power. People have no idea the power of a scent or oil, but if you think back, the old Roman emperors take a special scented bath, not because they were, but because it has power. At one time, men, if you watch the old shows, the kid wants to be like his father and be successful, would put on a cologne. Every scent has a vibration to it. There's a smell of success. You've heard that. It brings the vibration to you. For example, you put a piece of meat out in the yard. Animals come. Why? They smell the scent. It activates things. You put salt. You bring deer. Everything is attracted by a scent. People have a lot more emotions than animals. Different sense, sound the same, brings out different or attracts different things to you. And that's been proven throughout the centuries. So that's why we have a few different scents that work. A couple of new people here. All right, GR, you asked, you got it. I'm going to overdrive. Woo! Okay. Sergio, good evening. Is there a difference between witchcraft and rituals? Very big difference. And are they different? Where do they come from? Okay, Sergio. Everything is a ritual. How you get dressed in the morning is a ritual. How you shave is a ritual. A ritual, practicing martial arts over and over again. Yeah, you're doing the same thing over and over again. It's a ritual. Witchcraft, I don't know much about. But I know about rituals. And rituals are basically manipulation of energy. They call them rituals. They call them a lot of things. It's just manipulation of energy. Taking your energy and throwing it somewhere else. Taking your power and projecting it where you should not, should not, bad word. You can't be in person. That can be done. And just like, here's a ritual. I call you on the phone. Hey, how you doing, Sergio? Hey, all right, what's up? Hey. That's a ritual. I did a certain sequence of events here that created you to answer the phone. That's manipulation of energy. Witchcraft, I know nothing about, except this. When I was younger, these girls thought they were witches. Didn't know shit. But they would have these big sex nights with red candles burning. So I used to go to that. That's about my extent of my involvement in witchcraft. But I'll tell you why and how you can spot a witch. Women who practice witchcraft all wind up obese. Something about witchcraft that just does that. I can't explain it. Nor can a lot of some really great ritual practitioners. They all know the same thing. They practice witchcraft. Watch. It has some sort of negative effect. So I don't know much about witchcraft at all. But I do know it's playing an area that probably is not healthy. But ritual magic, which is different, that's taking the forces of the universe and directing them. It's like a laser beam, takes light and directs it. Laser, light amplification by stimulated emission of radiation. Okay, I had to learn every abbreviation in the world. So a ritual is just that. Now I practice the Wing Chun punch. I do it a lot. It's a ritual. Each time I do it, it gets better. The guy who teaches me can actually break a rack of ribs like in Rocky. He still practices punch. Why? Because you want to become instinctive. And everything you do is a ritual. I work out. People look at me. I say, hey, you work out. Yeah. So that's a ritual that I do 3 times a week. Sometimes only twice. Sometimes 5 days. If you do it right, it doesn't matter. But witchcraft, I've read a lot about it. And I really don't understand the challenge with this. I don't understand. I'm not saying it doesn't work. I'm saying I do not know that. I just know about doing rituals that work. The username or password is incorrect. Okay, hell, this just crapped out on me. I'm going to try turning it on and turning it off because this happens all the time. So I'm going to have to power this off for a few seconds. I hate this shit. Machines. And then turn it back on. It usually works. Usually. But tomorrow I'll beat the phone still like a moron. Oh, tech support loves me. Okay, it's off now. Let it rest for 30 seconds because I've called enough. Turn it off for 30 seconds and then you just come back on. Thank you. I'm actually timing it like a moron. I'll put it down for a second. Well, I'll turn it back on. I don't know how to turn this back on. That's fine. Ah, there's the apple. Now, think about this. Blackberry, apple, all forbidden fruits. There's a lot more than meets the eye. It's reconfiguring. I don't know what that means, but it's doing it by itself. Doesn't need my help. It has a line going through it. Resolute, non-collinear. Oh, it just came back up. Now let's check it. Working fine now. It just does that. You know why I'm eligible for an update, and I just don't feel like being tracked everywhere I go, so it's better to be one or the other. Intuition and sensing. They're the same, they're one and the same. One and the same. Intuition is really important, except at the racetrack. I went there, I've gone to a racetrack maybe 3 or 4 times in my life. I go, oh, I know that horse is going to win. Didn't win. That's why games of chance, I don't believe in them. That's the only time. Yeah, I actually do have at occultforce.com Gambler's Mojo bags. They do work. I don't gamble, but people who do say, hey, I'm winning a shitload of money. So check out the Mojo bags. Sergio, I didn't see a question. I'm naturally a good sensor, but some intuition instead. I rely on my surroundings to guide me. That's perfect. Hey, John, how you doing? To my good buddy, it intrigues me, man, that the mainstream media is pimping the free world heroes who are not our heroes, but horse selling. Wow, this guy's good. Manipulating energy just like anything else. Televised smut films, they cloud the mental cortex and fluid, the energy chakras. Wow. Of instant attraction belief. What is real or fake? Why do men want to beta whoas and women who are obsessed by mediocre technology and desperation? That is not even a question. That's like the Declaration of Independence. That is just written so damn well. That's too hard of a question. People sometimes like to play it safe. And you can't win by playing it safe. That's like taking all your fishing supplies, putting them in a car, and going to the store and buying fish. But people, have been convinced that safety is important. And guess what? Safety does not exist. We're all going to die. I don't care how much cardio you do. You're going to die one day. Just thinking, I've actually wanted my headstone to be a urinal for those of you who are interested. I thought it'd be funny. See, girls will ask stupid questions, but they're really cute. Like, if you die, then what are you going to do? Pretty much nothing. See, women are very different than men. And that's why I like them. Women will say shit that makes absolutely no sense to a guy. Say, hey, let's go out for pizza. We can't. Why? We had pizza yesterday. So? We had it yesterday. They all do it. Every nationality, every country, everywhere in the world, universal, they will say stuff like that. You know, it's just funny that they think differently than men, but that's what makes them so unique. And the best way to get women is to love women. And the only way you're going to love women is you got to love yourself. And that doesn't mean this. In fact, a lot of young guys aren't even jerking off anymore. That's how desexualized and degenderized we've become. Because they don't read. They have no fantasy. Nothing. They'd rather play a computer game. When I was a kid, I had a baseball bat. I'm from Brooklyn, so I didn't know it even had anything to do or any association with sport. And my dick. Those were my two toys. And they were both the same size. Okay, I had to say that. Cute. The girls have these funny lines. Don't say this to anybody. GR is back. Hold on. Great quote. Ready? "'Tis strange what a man may do, and a woman still thinks him an angel. It is so fun to be treated like a king by women, and give nothing in return except for alpha." That is a great quote. Sorry, but you're about to witness a crime. I'm stealing that quote. Just kidding. With your permission, of course. Palehead went to law school. I don't know why, because he had like the lowest. He showed up for like 5 classes. My brother was Palehead, by the way. And yeah, he was busy entertaining himself, doodling in his notebook. I went to a class with him because he didn't go to too many classes. And the teacher said, you know, he disrupted this class. Do you think he'd do a better job? Said, sure. He gets up in front of his law school class, and he goes, here's the law. He speaks like this. To kill a guy is illegal. To rob a guy at gunpoint is illegal. And he goes down every crime. To rape a woman is illegal. And I just thought it was pretty funny. Something on beta mail from Sergio. This is going to be good. I know that. I noticed our manhood went down as generations continue. Nowadays, guys lack confidence. Oh, big time. And I have yet to find someone willing to fight me. They bend over backwards for girls and still don't get any. What the fuck happened? That has been my question. They have been brainwashed, dumbed down. The fight in them is gone. You can look at their eyes. But what you said, the big word, confidence. And for everybody listening to this, who really want to get women, here is the equation. Confidence is to women the exact way looks are to men. If you're confident, any woman you want. If you're not confident, you won't get any women. Want to build your confidence even further? GaryBrodsky.com, WealthPlusPower.com, OccultForce.com, BrainTrainPower.com, one of the most overlooked websites around. So, yeah, I don't know what happened, but I know watching TV fucks with you. But, you know, on another note, Sergio, think of how many women you can get today by just being alpha. It's just so easy. but so few guys are. Okay, more questions. What is your typical spiritual routine in the morning? Do you pray for certain things like God or spirit forces to enter you? Do you light candles? I save the big stuff for God. God is not Santa Claus. That's why he says, I am the Lord of hosts. The hosts are the lesser gods. I have studied the Bible, actually, for 4 years. I was in seminary school. The hosts are the lesser gods, the lesser powers that control money, wealth, success. God is there for your big problems, to guide you to the hosts. That's why he says, I am the Lord of hosts. It doesn't mean Johnny Carson and Jay Leno, no. So I studied the hosts also. And I have a different ritual every day, depending on the day. Sometimes I wake up in a bad mood and I have to get out of bed real quick. Sometimes I wake up in a good mood and say, I'll just stay here all day. But human beings are spiritual, despite this wave of atheism that we see now. The proof is there is not one culture on this planet ever that has ever existed that has not had a spiritual or a god or deity of some kind. Some of them were absolutely crazy, but they always had it. Why? Because it's human nature to be spiritual. It's just without spirit, you are a spirit living inside of a human being. Well, how we got here, why we got here, that's for another day. But the fact is, and this is undeniable, even the atheists will admit that, we are here. You know, the atheists tell me, the Earth is 25 billion years old. Really? Why is it still cooling? How was it? Yeah. Okay, last questions. Show's about to wrap up. For those of you who don't know how to get the questions across, well, it's easy. Gary Brodsky 123 at AOL.com, and it bounces off of some satellite, hits my phone, we're in business. Last cigarette of the show. I should get a dispenser, just pops on my mouth, pre-lit. Now you know you're a smoker, you look around, you have 3 ashtrays going, and you smoke a cigarette, 3 cigarettes are lit in the ashtrays. So you start doing this, but that's just me. Okay, no questions coming in. Okay, let me wrap it up before I check one more time for questions. Go to GaryBrodsky.com. Go to WealthPlusPower.com. Go to OccultForce.com. BrainTrainPower.com. Because everything there is only going to benefit you. And sign up at GaryBrodsky.com because you get every newsletter and know about every webinar coming up. Okay, and last question of the night. I'm an avid bodybuilder. That's from Sergio. And I love being active. That's rare these days. I don't want to use roids. Are there any rituals to help me build muscles? Yeah. The trick is consistency. That is the trick. Change your routine every now and then. I'm having a special webinar on that. Because I was really one of the skinny, funny-looking guys, and in no time, I went from extra small, believe it or not I was, to an XXL. So hopefully you'll be joining the webinar when it comes out, which is already written up, and I've got all the old notes I took from the real guys. Want to check questions. I'll just let this thing go down. And the last note I'm going to leave you on with is confidence is to women like looks are to men. Well, thank you. Okay, everybody. Hey, thank you for watching. Happy New Year to all of you. Hit up those sites and look for my stuff on YouTube. It's all up there. Thank you all, and good night. God bless you.